Hi, and thanks for joining me for today's class, Using Office 365 to Achieve More. This class is part of the Fast Track webcast series, and my name is Erin Eide. This isn't a class where we're going to show you all the ins and outs of using Office 365. Instead, we're hoping to show you what's possible using the tool set. It's going to be run as a demonstration for the most part, following a real-world business case scenario that I hope you can relate to. Our session takeaways really involve showing you how you can work from anywhere on any device, collaborating in real time, and interacting with people external to your company. And for me, my goal is to inspire just one of you to try one of these things for the first time. So let's set up the stage. With the business case scenario, I'm going to be a team leader named Molly Clark. I'm working with my team on a close deadline to produce a marketing proposal for a new M500 phone. I need to collaborate with my team members, but today I'm unexpectedly working from home. Even though I don't have my work computer with me, because me and my team have been using Office 365, we're going to be able to get our work done with time to spare. The other great thing is that I'll be using my home laptop computer today, but from any device with an internet connection, I can connect into Office 365 because the apps allow me to work easily from wherever I am. So for my personal home laptop, all I need to do to log into Office 365 is open up a browser. Going to portal.office.com allows me to log in with my home credentials, or my work credentials. And then from here I have access to my whole office. I always like to start my day by looking at what's on my calendar. Knowing that I have my big client meeting coming up, I did block out time on my calendar, so I know I've got time to work on this with my teammates. Next up, I'm going to check my email to see if anything urgent has come in overnight. Scanning through looks like we're all clear, which means I have time now to get working on my project. Knowing that I was going to be working with a team to pull this off, I created an office group and can access it right here. One of the best things about office groups, it allows me really quickly to gather my group together and have access to shared spaces like a shared calendar, shared inbox, and a shared notebook. Knowing that my teammates have been busy, I'm going to check out the notebook to see the current progress. From the notebook, I can quickly glance down and see that Kelly's been busy working on costs and working on the product definition. In the competitive landscape, which is another area we've been trying to pull together in time for this proposal, Karen looks like she started to drive the conversation in Yammer. So to find out the details on our competitors, I'm now going to jump out into Yammer to see what my team has pulled together over there. Since we've been working on the project for the M500, a quick search is all I need to do to pull up the relevant conversations. Scrolling down, here's the conversation Karen started, asking for information on the biggest competitors. To see the conversation, it's a simple click. Looks like Julian was the one who pulled together the research. So the Duraphone is the first competitor to look at, as is Champion Mobile. This is the information I need to put into the PowerPoint presentation I'm going to be delivering to my customer. I also noticed that Karen went ahead and added the link to the PowerPoint presentation right here in the Yammer conversation. This is a big plus because it means we're all working on the same version of the truth. I don't have to worry about whether I have the most recent version to add my edits to. It's right here, and I can access it with a click. To make edits in this PowerPoint presentation, I'm simply going to open it in PowerPoint so I have all the full editing capabilities. Great. So the competitive landscape, which was the piece I really needed to add in preparation for my meeting, is down here on slide 6. So I can just take the information I just found by my teammate Julian in Yammer and add it to the document here. So the first competitor was Duraphone, who had great marks for durability. but didn't perform well in the plus 45 age bracket. The second competitor still in the market against our phone was Champion Mobile. They have apps the market is just loving, but their high price point's really hurting them. With my edits in place, I think I'm ready to go, but I simply can look up and see that I'm not the only one in this document. Co-authoring is something that really makes using Office 365 a huge bonus for my team. By simply looking up in the top right corner, I can see that Allie, my colleague, is also in here and editing the document right now. If I wanted to know if she's done with her edits before I grab my copy, I can simply start a chat right from here. This ability to connect with my teammates right from whatever application I'm working in really helps me get my work done. Being able to touch base with Allie without having to move from where I am in PowerPoint really saves me time. Great. So with Allie's edits in place and my own also in place, now I'm ready to get this pulled together for my customer meeting. Even though I'm working in the desktop version, it's really easy to sync the changes I've made back up onto the shared version with a click. I also have a meeting already set up with my customer, which means I'm going to download a copy of this presentation to my desktop just momentarily. To get back to the office meeting, I can simply go back to my calendar view and hop right in. Right from here, I can open up the meeting. And even though it's not time for the meeting, I can join this as early and as often as I like to get my materials in place and really prepare. To join is a simple click. For my meeting, uploading content, another simple click. I can prepare all of my material ahead of time so that I know that I'm ready before my client's there to see or have to wait for me to get things in place. Great, so with help from my teammates and Office 365, I was able to get my edits in place, collate all the other information my teammates have been gathering, and get my presentation ready before meeting time with my client. I'm ready to go. In that demo, I was able to show you how Office 365 can really fit into your workflow. We were able to go from my home laptop by logging into an internet-connected browser and connecting to Office 365. That gave me access to both my calendar and my mail, as well as my Office group, where all of my teammates have been able to collaborate using the mail, the calendar, and the OneNote. Remember from that OneNote document, that's where I saw who was working on what and what progress had been made. It's also the place that led me out to Yammer, where the discussion was picked up with the whole network, gathering all of the inputs across our organization. From Yammer, there was a link to the shared PowerPoint. That was important because that's the single version of the truth. My whole team was working to add our edits and our pieces into that one document. We were able to collaborate in real time, showing the edits I was adding while my teammate Allie was also adding her edits. That allowed our team to work more quickly and allowed me to upload that presentation into Skype for Business to prepare it for the client meeting that I had scheduled. Using Office 365, I was able to pull all the functionality together, collaborate with my team, and all of this done without access to my work computer. So what does this mean for you? Well, I'm hoping that some of the things you saw are pieces that you feel you'll be able to bring into your own workflow as well. Maybe it's to use the Outlook Office groups for your next team project. They're fast to set up, and they do give you that shared inbox, calendar, notebook, fantastic space for kicking up new projects. If you aren't using shared OneNote notebooks, it's another great tool that you have access to that allows all of your teammates to share and allow visibility to what they're working on shared projects. I also want to encourage you to try sending a link to files that are uploaded in shared locations like SharePoint or OneDrive, as opposed to emailing the file out. The shared files mean that everyone is working on that same file without having to worry about who has it checked out or worrying about whether you're working on the most current version of the document. There is only one version of the document, and everyone can collaborate at the same time to put their components in place and get it pulled together more quickly. Lastly, Skype for Business. Not only can you start instant conversations from any application, which saves a lot of time, as you saw in the demo, but also a great space for collaborating with folks outside your organization for scheduled meetings. I encourage you to start using Skype for Business for more of those instant conversations and the scheduled meetings, because it will allow you to reach further and share your information with a broader range of folks. So to learn more, where do you go from here? With the Fast Track series, there are a lot of resources that have been pulled together to make you more successful in launching Office 365. The Fast Track resource home site is where the most resources are found. There's a resources tab along the top, and it's going to allow you to get access to PowerPoint presentations, guides, information about launching different components, tips and tricks, and videos, all of which are free for you to download and leverage. The Fast Track Facts site, of course, has your quick answers to common questions, another great thing that you might want to plug in and share within your organization. If you're looking to have more of an active conversation, I encourage you to check out the Office 365 community page. This is a Yammer group with more than 4,000 members. The folks there are on the same journey you're on in launching Office 365. You'll be able to ask questions, get answers from experts, and also share your experiences and learn from others and how they've been successful in launching Office 365 within their organizations. It's a great place to keep the conversation going. Lastly, I want to point out the Office 365 Scenario Training Tutorials resource. This is a resource that I feel is really good if you need to help people understand what Office 365 can do for them. The scenarios are a great way to help people really understand how this is something they can use in their own workflows. And these tutorials are ready for you to download. Thanks again for your time today. My name is Erin Eide. I do work with Brainstorm, and we're a partner with Microsoft delivering this series. We really do want you to be successful with your Office 365 deployments, so I hope you found this course and others helpful.